founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess, which we really need to be fearless, of Craft Roulette, welcoming you to take 2 of episode 38. This time we are featuring a lovely lady from Toronto named Karen Boyce, so you're going to want to be sticking around. All right, so how are we doing better? Okay, great. We're going to roll with it. Last week and earlier, just this evening, we were having some technical trouble. And last week we totally crashed. Cameras froze. We were in the dire straits. But we thank you so much for being understanding. You didn't leave us. You sent in lots of beautiful submissions. We do have a backup plan. And that backup plan ended up being very helpful in that Ardith was our guest crafter, and she was super to work with. We turned everything off because Facebook turned us off because we were turned off, and then everything just kind of turned off itself. And then we went ahead and did some video. We finished the show with a video, and then what we do is we go to Craft Roulette YouTube channel and showed it there on Saturday at noon Central, which we do anyway. So, by the way, open a new browser, go to YouTube, get to Craft Roulette, hit subscribe and notifications. We would love to have you there, and plus, if you can't be here on Friday nights, you can be there at noon and watch the replay. The premiere replay. Gosh, I see some nice people here. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm still having a little bit of a turkey hangover, and I'm better. I will tell you, I am better. But every once in a while, I told my turkey yesterday, I'm getting to be such a softie in my old age. I told him thank you for giving his life up for my nice little meal and my family. And I don't know if that's taking Thanksgiving too far, but you know, the guy, he was young, he didn't live very long, and I feel very thankful for my turkey. So anyway, that's that. I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving too. If you're not in America, you should take that day off anyway and have Thanksgiving, because it's really that much fun. We ended up outside, and we ate outside for my first Thanksgiving picnic that I've ever had. So that was a little different, but you know, it was memorable and doable, so it was fun. I enjoyed it. So, are you ready to meet Karen? She is ready. I texted her for call time, and I said, "You ready?" And she said, "I'm ready." So she won't sing for us tonight, though. So don't ask. Well, you can always ask. Karen Boyce from Toronto, welcome so much to Craft Roulette. We are glad you are here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we're thrilled to have you here. I got to get this one right out of the way because I know there's going to be some fans here. Can you show us your T-shirt?
Okay.
Prince! Yay! I know you're going to get some instant fans over Prince, because there are those out there. See? Yep. So anyway, Karen, we are real glad to have you here. Karen has some things in her past that I think we were all kind of like to know. She went to Creativation. I was like, that is so cool. Was that like a blast or what?
It was totally amazing. It was amazing and overwhelming at the same time, because there was so much to see and do.
Yeah. What percentage of the exhibits do you think you saw?
I saw everything because I made it my mission.
Wow.
Because you can just walk up and down the aisles. Yeah.
That's
cool.
What did you learn that you just went, this is my nugget that I'm taking home that I didn't know? Ooh, that's a big question.
That's a big, hard question. I'd have to think about that, because there were so many exhibits.
Yeah, and you take classes, and there's just live demos.
Classes. Absolutely. And then there's make and takes you can do at the different booths and see new products and stuff.
Yeah, it's got to be a blast. It's got to be a blast. And it's fun to watch on YouTube now for seeing what people are visiting and seeing, and you're going, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. And oh, that's such a pretty color. And oh my gosh. Yeah, it must just be a jazzed up time.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations for going. That's neat. This is Karen's first time here, and we met Karen through our friend Ardith, who is our guest crafter last week, and it was her second time, so she came in here like a pro, you know. Yeah, I'm not nervous. It's fine. And this is my 38th, and I don't even remember a time that I didn't do this on Friday night. So it's a good thing. But if you have never been here, we do have a little video that explains what Craft Roulette is all about. So sit back, relax, and learn a little bit about what we do.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on Facebook.com/MerryGunFun and archived on YouTube.com/CraftRoulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on MerryGunFun.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
So that's what we do at Craft Roulette. It's a pretty fun concept. We've been developing it over the last year. Our first show was in March, and so we're bearing down on some fun events that are going to be coming up. You're not going to want to leave us. There are really some fun events coming up. Anyway, I won't divulge any more than that. So last week we had Ardith, like I said, but our project was a card with a flap. Our colors were coral plus 2 other colors. We had to use a star or stars somehow or other, and we thought for a moment I thought that the random tearing may be tearing, because it was like, what are we going to do with these things together? A card with a flap. And we were all I don't think we were into stars at the moment. But it's a creative expression, Craft Roulette. It isn't a kit. We're just out there going, I'm pulling these things together and I'm going to make something from it. So this is what we came up with last week. This is my card. That was the one I made online or during the show. And it's pretty simple. It wasn't, there's a couple things you can say yay about. It wasn't anything exceptional, but it's fun. I did paint the back of that vellum star so it stood out a little bit, and I think that might have been the most interesting thing I did. But it was okay. It had a full flap, and it's happy. I would send that card and not be ashamed. So anyway, then I had another card to show. That little round thing is a hinge, and it came out, and people were suggesting coral plus navy, so that's the one I wanted to pull together so we could see what coral plus navy looked like, and I think it's kind of pretty. So anyway, that was my second card. This was my third card, and I went back to softer colors. That center box there, that square, opens up into a 3-panel card, and then that folds over, and there's a little strip there that you can see that has the sentiment, Merry Christmas. It says Merry Christmas. So anyway, it was kind of fun. See the little tears down at the bottom? That was all. You just have to fit a little tear in there, and each element doesn't have to be like overly expressed. It just needs to be involved. So that's something to think about. This is our contributor map from last week. We had somebody in Ecuador and Australia, some nice ladies from Canada, and all over the Northeast and the Southeast. Our West Coast people need to step it up here a little bit. I don't know why we're not. Where are you guys? I think that's TR. Hildeneld over there. over on the West Coast. We need some friends over there, Hilda. Now let's get some girls there. Anyway, that's our contributor map. Ardith, she comes back from the wheel. She's going, like she doesn't know that she's going to make something absolutely fabulous. She's going. Then she goes, okay, I'm just going to start doing some blending here. When I can't think of something, I'm just going to go ahead and blend. So she starts blending, then she starts splattering, and then she starts die cutting, and she ended up with these 2 gorgeous cards. So it's so fun. It was remarkable. That was the one she did during the show, and see her little torn edge. And we learned multiple things from her during just that little thing. This isn't a class, but we still learn from our guests so much. If you want to see that show, it's over on YouTube, Craft Roulette on YouTube. Go subscribe. And then there's this gorgeous thing. That whole bouquet folds up and is a flap. So she pulled it off. She kept forgetting the flap, she said. I know, it seems like I can remember 3 things, and then that 4th thing is like, what? Squirrel? I don't know. So it's that 4th one always throws me over the edge. Hilda Nell in California, apparently our lone contributor from California, went to the beach. The submissions this time go from the bottom of the ocean to the stars. It was pretty fun. But starfish, she went right to the ocean, and she made this really pretty card with her starfish and her sand dollars, and the little folded, and you can see the flaps. Watch for how people tore things. It's really interesting, the things that they came up with, and the way they use stars. It's good. Thank you, Hilda Nell. Such a cute card. She got, and look at this. This is by her also. Totally different. Look at those torn clouds. Gotta give it up for that girl. She had some great ideas. That's just an adorable card. Yep, I love it. I love it. I think everybody else looks like they love it too. Well done, Hilda Nell. We appreciate you. Lena Marie, totally different. She's got, her mat is torn. And then she's got her hand-cut trees, I'm pretty sure. I think they're adorable. I think they're like, I felt like I walked into a Charlie Brown Christmas graphic. I think it's just very cute and charming. Thank you, Lena Marie. She's here in Missouri. Jackie came up with another cute idea, completely different, with that little flap there. The flap cards were actually pretty darn fun. They really were. And she's got that blobby thing that looks oceany, and she's got the little stars, and nice job there, Jackie. I think, I know how, she also is from Australia. I don't know if you're here tonight, I'll watch for you, but she is like the Australia Chamber of Commerce for me. She has sent me the link of where she lives. It looks gorgeous, and how to pronounce that name, and it's Whyalla. So I'm learning from Craft Roulette. We have smart people in our audience, I'm telling you. Patty Beck, yay! Look at that, 30-second. That's not. Don't do that right. Don't look at that. It says 30 seconds. Submission in a row. Don't look at that. Just listen to me. It's her 32nd submission in a row, and she did such a cute job with her starfish. See, I didn't go starfish at all. I was literally stars. Just didn't go to the bottom of the ocean. And it's very cute. Everything will be okay. And she used the coral. It's called Smoothie, and then she's got dark blue and a golden. And so very pretty. And then under the bottom, under the little flap, she's got a starfish. So I can always breathe easier after Patty sends in her submission, because I know she's done for the weekend and she's going to keep that roll. Alyssa from Florida is here. Now see how different this card is from the last one? I love the variety that we see here. And you can see this also, this is a great example of, we need to have, and so is Patty's, if you're going to send in 2 views of a submission, and we hope you do, if you want to, just put it all on a pic collage or something like that, so we can just show it the one, because I get confused. I'll just go, I go, oh, that's the inside. Oh, so it just helps me a lot. So please do that. And this is a beautiful card with some almost doily looking lace, and she's really did a nice job. A lot of detail that she paid attention to. Coral. with some green and some tan. Just lovely. Just lovely. Very pretty. Thank you so much. Heather from New York. New York. She's like from the city. Did a really cute, she said she had that paper out with those the cups, as I recall. And she just cut those little papers those little cups right out of the paper. And it turned out that she just had the right paper on her desk at the right time. So that was really cute, Heather. So thank you so much for joining us again. I think Ellen's got a couple cards. She's a past guest crafter. And okay, look at those torn swirls. Hello. I think you got the only torn swirl in the group, Ellen. I love it. It's just so fun. Wild combination of but it totally works with that wow kind of factor. So that's good. I like that. You have a lot of things going on that are working together, and then you have the flap being a star. Such creative people. Then she toned it down with this beautiful little Christmas guy, Father Christmas. She lives in Pennsylvania, by the way, so she was one of those little pins over to the northeast. And I'm not sure how this opens now that I look at it a little carefully, but it certainly is interesting the way it flaps. I'm thinking that the Father Christmas opens up and maybe the silver flaps go out to the side, which is totally cool. Double flapping. Flap, flap. That flip, flap. Pancake, pancake. That's my mother-in-law had some dementia problem at one time, and I just remember one time going flip, flap, man cake, pancake. So that's what makes me think of it anyway. She was precious. That was a very pretty card. Thank you so much, Ellen. You are a great support for us, and I really appreciate you. Peggy from Louisiana, this was her first submission, and she's got some jellyfish guys going on there, and she's got torn paper down the side. She's got stars floating around the jellyfish. Such a cute card. Hey, they're very friendly, and you can see the flap there. Nice submission, Peggy, and we welcome you to Craft Roulette. Thank you so much. I like it. Judy G had sent in 3. She's like, oh, I don't know if I can do that this week. I don't know. Then she sends in these 3 fabulous cards. So this was her first one. She uses a lot of die cuts, intricate die cut, like big ones. And she did it again. So pretty. And she's got her stars in the embellishments. And she's got her little tears on that mat. See, it's just so clever how people use their mat or their tears. I love it. No tears, all tears. Judy's second card is gorgeous, with that pretty little floral in the corner, and kind of a star shape. I'm thinking that's what that is. This is all about interpretation. We don't tell you what to do. We don't say cut here, cut there, make it this size, make it that size. We want to see you go crazy and make some interpretations and be creative. That's what it's just so fun. So thank you so much, Judy. I'm glad you can't get anything done so that you can go then surprise me with 3 cards. Her third one, gorgeous. It looks like a galaxy in the background, and she's got her flowers there. Look at that sentiment, you guys. It's so cute. I hate to break it to you, but you are stuck with me. Try to get used to it. Such a cute stamp. I love it. And she forgot flap on one of the cards. When you're making 3 cards, you're going to forget something. I forget it on one, so kiss your brain. Jackie from Florida. She's like our starter card. She tells me in a race. She tells us when we can get started. It's when she gets here. And she let the paper do the work on this one. Look at that starfish. Isn't he gorgeous? And then she's got the little flap with the beach. Very clever. Way to use your paper. You tore the paper on the arrow. Smart girl. That was and it's beautiful. So thank you. Mary Neighbor, she sent in a couple. She was sending in 3 at a time, and she's so cute. She goes, I just kind of had it in my brain that I had to do 3. I was like, yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. Continue. But look at this cute card, and she's got stars all over. Wouldn't that be nice to receive? I think it would just be a nice card to open up and say, wow, look at that. That is so nice for my beautiful friend. Sending my love. And we're sending it right back to you, Miss Mary. Thank you so much. And there she's got her other card, and very interesting the way that one opens, and there's flaps. Actually, there are 3 here, aren't there? Yes, ma'am, there are. There's 2. There's one on the left and one on the right. I forgot. And she's got a little, so you've got, I think these would be almost need a degree in engineering to figure this out. I'm not that smart. I'm really not. And so are you an engineer? I sent out an email today, and I decided in that email that I sent a scale. I'll put it somewhere on Facebook, but I sent a scale of the difficulties, a grading scale for fun folds, because there's like fun folds, but then there's like fun folds, and so it was like I think 4 or 5 levels, and I have to share it with you because I was like, oh, a fun fold class, but is it a fun fold class or is it a fun fold class? And I think this would go about level 4. Mary, they're very nice. Thank you so much for playing. You know I appreciate you. Teresa from New York, and she sent, this is cool, look at that wrapping around the top. That was a smart little detail, and having the cut out with that inset of the dark blue, that's really sharp. I think it's a very pretty card. And the second picture with a Christmas tree is where the flap is. I'm confused. Wait. Oh, I guess there was a second picture in there. Okay, see, that's how I get confused. But I like the one picture, so we're good. Thank you so much, Teresa. Sue got a card sent in, and she's got that circle medallion flap hinge thing going on there. Pretty paper with all those, perfect paper for this submission. So well done, love it. And she always has very clean style. It's very pretty, very nice. Thank you, Sue. Kathy, you got it done simple. You know, I gotta appreciate somebody that can just get it done and make it work. This is a cool card. It's not overly ornate, and it hits the parameters. There's no wrong way to do it. You can do it overly ornate. It's all fine. But I just thought that was very clever of you to make it simple and to the point. You know, sometimes we appreciate that by sending. I'm going, wow, these cards are so incredible. They're messing with me. And then I get this one, I go, oh, good. Just kind of relax a little bit. So anyway, well done. Appreciate it. See, isn't that, but let that be, let me tell you about that, because submissions are not wrong or right as long as we get those submission elements in there. So don't be embarrassed or be afraid. Just send something in. The first one's the hardest, but as you can see, people are getting excited and they really appreciate you sharing. So I love that. Thank you so much. Chris from Ecuador sent in this cool little, I thought for a while it was a llama. Then I thought, no, that's a reindeer. It's a reindeer, and he's got perfect colors for the card, and she's got a star as an element. Just to pull it all together. You know, it took me till Saturday morning and went, I texted Ardith and went, you know, we could have done Christmas cards with a star. And I was like, I could have had a V8. But Chris pulled it together. We really appreciate you, Chris, and hope your healing is going well there down in Ecuador. Thank you so much. Cute card. Amy, I don't know if you're here tonight. I think I forgot to put you on the West Coast. She's on the West Coast. And this card is darling. And it reminds, when I was a kid, we used to have these little games that we played in the car, and they had a little red door that you'd slide over it was like a bingo game if you saw it while you were driving. It's like what parents did before they had YouTube inside the car. And this reminded me of that. I was like, oh, do I get to close the door if I see this? Or do I get to open this door? If we go another mile, I get to open a door and see something. It just reminded me of that. Such a cute idea. And it was fun to have you again. Lots of flaps. That's right, Heather. Lots of flaps. But notice too, she didn't feel like she had to have fruit or anything on every door. She had stars on some of the doors. So she kind of did a little variety there so that it didn't have to be. It's just another thing to think about, that you don't have to go, everything has to be loaded up. But I think you did a nice job of balancing it. So cute. Kiss your brain. TR's place, and we had a little trouble getting this one up here, but I'm so glad we worked on that. She sent it into the Craft Roulette Facebook group. If you want to join that, you are welcome to. You just have to answer a few questions, but you do have to answer them, just so that we don't get robots and things. So anyway, and then I was looking at it and I was going, or I think you told me you had forgotten the tear, and I said, well, can't you just tear something and put it on? And she said, oh, I can. So she did, and so she tore a little place for her inside and made the card. So it was very cute. She did everything on a die cut a Cricut, I believe. But look, she embossed, did like a glaze or something on her critters, and so they stand out and are a little more special. So that's a neat card. Thank you, TR. Sue Masner, we had a little trouble with you too, didn't we, darling? But she has her flap. Look at that cool card. She's got her flap. She went Christmas, smart girl. And she's got her flap that comes down, and she's got scripture on there with that little pretty, but not fancy again, just really solid card though, with just the coloring limitation and the coloring, and on a colored background. Makes it really special. And with that one little flap going over. I think it was great. Smart girl, kiss your brain. And that's all, folks. Thank you so much for your contributions. I got to give my buttons over again so that I don't mess up. So we're going to I think she's smiling, so I think she's ready for Karen to come back and we can talk about how inspired she is now, right? Were those great?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those were beautiful.
I know. They're just amazingly different, too. And same 4 things. Everybody goes through their filter and it comes out something different. And that they don't see what other people are making during the weekend. I get to see them as they come in because we have a submission board on craftroulette.live. And so it comes to me and then I start uploading all weekend. And but nobody sees it until Monday's blog. And then Friday. Cool. So it's a real fun little secret challenge, and everybody's always real excited when that Monday. I can see my analytics and I go, Monday, woo! All of a sudden when I post it, they're up because I know they're waiting for it. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. So your friends can play this week if they want. But after we watch the submissions and we chat, was there anything that stood out for you on those submissions besides just how different and clever they are? Yeah.
I just love the variations and how people's minds work, right?
Exactly.
So, they all had the same parameters and you got such amazing projects.
I know, because I'm going to copy off of you tonight. So I know. I'm hoping nobody will notice. That's that turkey comatose thing. Anyway, I'm kind of worried if my brain's got any inspiration in it, but we'll find out. You know what we got to do now, though, girl?
Roll that dice.
Yeah, roll that dice, spin that wheel. So we're going to go over to the wheel cam and start spinning, and then we will bring you back up and make sure that you don't run off. This is the point where we want to make sure you put your seatbelt on, so you'll be back when we tell you what the parameters are. Ready? Okay, let's get this wheel spinning. First, we're going to just see how the wheel feels. Feels pretty lovely. I don't think it ate any turkey. Okay, now we're going to start spinning. The first thing we're going to figure out is what kind of project we're going to do. As you can see, we have 24 different things. Art's going, spin the wheel. We got 18. A fancy fold card. Well, there you go. We were just talking about that. Is it going to be a fancy fold or is it going to be a fancy fold? No engineering degree required. What colors are we going to do? Fancy fold. That could be anything. Absolutely anything. 8. Pinks and blacks. Sue is going to be happy. All right. We're sorry we didn't get any lilac or anything for our guest. What kind of element are we going to be working with? We had stars last week. A large flower. Oh, I can see Karen. She just went, yay! She's a floral girl, I'm thinking. Okay, black and pink, large flower. Now let's see what the rub will be. What will the wheel throw at us? Wheel's been nice to you, Karen. 9, a stencil. Okay, all right. That would have been good for artists. She loves stencils. Okay, all right. Well, she's smiling. She's still here. These are all good. We've got a fancy fold. We're going to make something with pink and black. You can always use other neutrals. Okay. And you can go light pink to dark pink anywhere in there. It's not like you have to lock into one pink. A large flower. Oh, you know what, you guys? Karen is certified Copic colorer. So we may get to see some pretty good Copic coloring tonight. Ooh, that might be fun. Anybody ready for that? Yep, see, artist loves stencils. And a large flower, and then some kind of stencil. Use a stencil. So that should be, we should be able to figure that one in. What's your favorite fancy fold?
I have no idea. It's going to be whatever I happen to cut. That was, out of all 4 of those parameters, that's the only one where I'm like, what am I going to do for that?
Yep. Well, we did have fancy, the flap thing is kind of a fancy fold nature. Okay. So maybe those will get you inspired. Anything that would have, you could do like something that has a diagonal cut, or a Dutch door, or I'm trying to think what else. Fancy folds. Girls, what do we have for fancy folds? What are your favorite fancy folds? Yeah, Sandy says it looks like it was hand-picked for you. I promise I did not. I don't know her that well. Yep, Sue's excited about pink and black. Good spins. Wheels being kind. Yes. Yeah. Fancy fold, I'm gonna think about that one. This could be a fancy fold. It's a part card and then fold, I suppose. And then like this one is had a little tiny card on top of it. A double Z card, that would be a Z fold card. That's a good idea. That's not terribly hard. A gatefold card is a good fancy fold. Step cards, too hard for me, Jackie. A little hinge fold would be kind of a little thing. Okay. Well, so we'll
have some fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. I think so too. So now, what we'll do is we'll let you drop out for a few minutes while you go get your things, and I'm gonna see if and switch your camera, and then I'm gonna see what I can come up with. And when you're ready, let us know, and we'll bring you back into the picture, and we'll see your hands and let you get started. Okay? All right, here we go. All right. Fancy folds, a trifold. Those are all, oh, thank you guys. I needed some brain power here, some brain trust in the audience. Z folds, you're right. That would be super easy. That's always super easy. And then, so a Z fold, well, it is one of my favorites. I just was drawing a blank. And then it goes, oh dear. Yes, that's exactly what it does. And then it drops down like that. So it's, you can make them different sizes. What I would probably do is make it a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I just make this a simple way to fold that so that it's easy for my little brain. A double Z would be fun too, but I haven't made one in a while, so I'm a little bit nervous about it. And then you could have the flower kind of under here, or you can have it on here. A big flower. It's going to be a poinsettia comes to mind. Pink poinsettias. There are such things. What does that buzz in your brain? I'm wondering if I have any flower stamps out. I've kind of moved. I don't know. I haven't done very many flowers lately. And just happened because I've been doing fall. Lots of leaves, not a lot of flowers. This is good. This is brings me back into another idea. I'm going to step right over here while we are waiting for Karen to come on and get a few things. Let's see. Where's my botanicals? Let's just pull these out. Okay. This is my little, a peony or a magnolia. Yeah, magnolia. That would be good. Let's see if I have any big flowers. I think I surely must. How big is a big flower to you guys? Is a big flower... I wonder, could you do, could that be a poinsettia? A stencil? A flower? Yeah. Could that be a poinsettia? I don't remember. I don't know. It's a big one. There's a big rose. There's that big flower, but I don't feel... I'm not feeling that one. There's a big flower cluster. Pinks. That might, you know, this is an ancient stamp. You know, it's a big flower. Sunflower in unusual colors. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Big flower takes up most of the card. Ooh, Patty. I don't think I have anything that big. I've got big leaves, big ornaments. Big bouquets. Well, we'll just have to make how about as big as I've got it? That might be the deciding factor. As big as I've got it. Yeah, that would be one of these. I don't know if that would look good as in pinks or not. Oh man, that'd be so weird to make something pinks right now. But we're okay, we can do that. Let me show you what I do with, I've shown this before, but my most simple way to make a Z-fold card is this. A small card. There you go. If you need a big flower, just make a small card. That's a really good idea, Sandy. I might just do that. You know, like a gift keg. There's nothing that says it has to be anything in particular. Okay, so 8.5 by 11, cut in half, makes 2 A2 size cards. Go ahead, I fold it in half, but I might cut it down. Make it into a dahlia. And then I just fold it back to the fold. And that is a simple Z card. Z is that way. Zorro. So, make it into it. Yeah, I know, Sandy's, you're going to get some props here. So, if I want to make this into a small card with a big flower, well, see, now that's pretty big. It certainly won't cover the whole thing. And this certainly wouldn't cover the whole thing. But it would a small card. I could do that. It was your husband's idea? Well, kiss that man's brain. He's brilliant. I think I will. I have to see. How big is this guy? At least for the first card. This one's 2.5. So if I make this little guy... I like your husband. Do you guys want to come over for dinner soon? That's just really clever. That's 3, so let me cut that at 3, or fold it at 3. Very clever. And make it at 6. And then I'll just do, we call that Z, not Z. I have a, we call her my tea sister. She's in Taiwan, and she has a little girl who is learning English. And we were talking a couple weeks ago, and she goes, Julia's teacher keeps going A, B, C, D. Why does she do that? Because it's not the sounds that she needs to learn. It's the names of the letters, like Z instead of Z. And I said, why? It's just the names. I don't know what she's thinking, but you got to learn those too. So A, B, C, D. See, that'll be kind of cute. Okay. Ooh, Stephen just said a Z-fold on top of the Z-fold. That is very fancy. That would be very fancy. I like it. And then I can just blend some pink in. Let's see how we do this. Karen, how are you getting along? All right. Are you ready for us to visit you? Okay. All right. She's got her camera flipped. Oh, she's got a beautiful, not only is it a large flower, it's a statement flower. Ooh, that's pretty. Want to tell us about it?
Yeah.
What do you, is this something you've used? It looks brand
new.
Couple
ideas. Let's see how it shapes out.
Okay. Oh, I forgot this. Yes, I got to do stencil too. Good. I saw her. She's got everything all together. She's not going to forget a thing. I saw a stencil laying over here. No, I did. I know it.
We'll get this quickly. Let's hope.
Yeah, we'll just maybe use this one out. I think this is the one I always use, but that's okay. Okay, how big is that? That's huge.
It's like the size of my my sheet of paper.
Patty, she's doing what you said. I think this is its maiden voyage too, isn't it? It's new to you?
Yep, this particular one, yes. That's okay.
Well, that's kind of groovy. Whoa. And have you decided what your fancy fold is going to be?
Pardon me?
Have you decided what your fancy fold is going to be?
Yes.
What are you going
Let's
for?
hope my math works.
That's what I always said.
Let's hope.
Always a hope. Oh, so is it going to be an engineering kind of thing?
Sorry?
Going to need engineering degrees for it?
Yes.
Oh, man.
No.
Oh, man. Well, I'm excited to see what you do.
There we go.
Well, that turned out really well.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your black ink? I think she is concentrating. I think I'll let her concentrate. So is anybody going to, are you so inspired to go ahead and create with us tonight? Or do you want to sit back and see what happens?
People gonna try with us?
Sometimes they do.
That'd be neat.
I get off the show and get things tidied up and cleaned up, and I go to, and I'll get an email and somebody will have sent something in. It's quite good. Oh, Jackie, you do have an engineer degree? I should have known. It is a beautiful flower image, I know. It's gorgeous. A statement flower, you know. Oops, that turned out about the same color. Not quite. Yeah, I'm gonna go easy on myself here. What is the colors? The pinks and blacks. Okay, I gotta get some more. Okay. Pinks and blacks. Yep, Sue's favorite combination. You're watching it. Oh, yeah, just watch it. That's a civil engineer. Okay. Ardith is playing. She's game.
Yay.
She's already got some stenciling done. Good for you. She must have a Gemini also.
Magic unfold. That's hilarious.
Who said that? It was your friend Sandy.
Cool.
Oh, look at her go. She's got, oh my goodness.
Now here comes the part that I am we're going to try something.
I'm watching it too, Sandy. Yeah, I think this is a pretty nice set of parameters, Ardith. I think you're right.
I think it's a little bit off.
Yeah, that's a pretty big target. But you have a lot of little lines and things to line up. Hold my breath.
Yes. And there we go.
That looks good. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh man, this is going to be pretty.
I hope so.
So, are you going to color that pink? I'll let you think.
We'll see.
Okay. I want to know now.
No, I'm not telling you now. I'm just not.
Can't we
we're
open
gonna
our
take
presents?
a risk. I'm taking a big risk.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's just paper, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That looks like a juicy pad.
It is. I re-inked it recently because I was like, what happened?
Yep. All of a sudden.
Okay, let's see if that works. I want to see that this works before I go and color.
Gotcha. Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Dog hair.
Here's the reveal.
Okay. That's cool looking. Thumbs up? Halftone? Yep.
Let's see.
I like it. Do you like it?
Artist's like, what the heck are you blending? Oh, it was so easy because the ink pad was juicy.
Yes, it was very juicy.
Yes. So now, what am I going to
Yeah, Jackie, this is a great little stencil. It actually acts as a stencil when you don't have to really worry about much of it's just a very subtle background.
Yeah.
So I like it. However, we've got two sides of stencils right now with that big bold dot stencil. You'd have to. Do you think you will use a bright pink with that bright or that bold stencil?
I'm going to see. I have a little piece of scratch paper that I use, like when I get my cardstock cut, the little pieces left, I usually do a little sample of whatever color it is.
Oh wow, okay.
To see what I like. And so I'll try that and see. Let's see what I'm going to try today. Let's see what this work looks like. I think something bright would be nice.
Yep, me too. You're gonna have something fabulous.
I think I'll put those two together. So here we go.
We're good.
What ink was that? That was the Gina K Designs Amalgam ink.
That seems to be almost everybody's favorite.
It's my favorite for Copic and watercolor, but whenever I'm going to Copic color, it's definitely the one I reach for.
Yeah, I like the Z on the Z.
The
Z on the Z.
Ooh, that's a little too bright. What am I going to try today?
Fun Friday.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Those two look identical. Okay. This is what I'm trying. We'll see what happens.
I believe in you. I think you're going to do fine. Ardith is getting some smudge damage going on there, it looks like.
No.
Well, it's nice that you don't have to make decisions then. You just have to cover things up.
That's true.
Let your decision process limits it. Pulls it in.
Darker color. 15.
Oh, let's just see how long it takes to get a good smudge here.
No smudging. No smudging allowed.
A smudgy eye. A smoky eye.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
Ooh. Ooh, look at her go. Okay, I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to enjoy it.
Okay, that's that one.
So how long do you think?
Oh, I should probably show what colors I'm using. Sorry.
Yeah. How long do you think you have a Copic? What is your oldest Copic that you've had that you've...
Good. It's probably a purple, and I have no idea, to be quite honest. It's probably like Y15, Y15. I have all of them now, but
my goodness.
It's probably Y15, which is this color that I've just scribbled on my little piece of paper here. Can you see? You can't even see my little scribble paper.
So how often do you have to refill those, or do you have any?
It depends what I'm coloring, but I would say I haven't refilled most of them. I don't have all of the refills, but the ones I use the most, like I use red a lot. I use green, because of course flowers. I love to color flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the colors I use a lot probably would be the ones I refill. Red, so flowers, the brown, some of the browns.
Browns, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I bought my first Copics this year.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not. Yes. Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Well, I went for the blue. I got a little set with some blues and browns and greens. Cool.
Yeah, you always have to buy the colors that are your favorite.
Yep, that's
like what are you going to color the most, and then just go from there.
Yeah, I wanted to see if it was true what they said, and it's true. Dang it, they're good. They really good.
Just go for the gusto.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
You may not You don't really need to buy the entire set.
Right.
You just need to buy the colors that you would color in things the most, right?
Yeah.
So if you color a lot of flowers, buy colors of flowers that you would color. If you color people, you get the skin tones and hair colors.
Yeah, that makes sense. That all makes good sense. Who's a Copic guru out there in the peanut gallery? Do you guys love them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lots of my friends that are on here love them.
They're big colorists.
Okay, I see Butterfingers right in the middle of my image. Don't worry, I'll fix that.
Oh, that'll be fun to watch.
I'll just show you the greens I'm using. And let me get where are you? Where's my 0? There we are. So we're gonna try and lighten this up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. That black doesn't bleed or smudge at all.
Not at all. It's meant for Copic coloring.
That's
Always
encouraging.
use an ink color, and I did one of my faux pas. I just realized. Color always with a piece of scratch paper underneath.
Yep. You want to move
And
that
then,
up a little bit? You're kind of getting
sorry.
out of screen. You're fine. There you go. There
Is
you
that better now?
That's better. We didn't want to
Okay.
miss a single second.
Okay.
Because it's almost hypnotizing to watch somebody color. It's just... Oh, artist says that's where the sequin goes.
That's where the what?
Sequin goes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Sandy, do you want me to say Copics are the precious in a Gollum voice? Oh, yeah. Copics are the precious. We think they are the preciousest.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to try and cover some of this stuff.
Brenda likes Copics, but she's
how
not a
this
guru.
works.
Ellen's a guru. She's got her Copic she's Copic certified.
Cool.
And Ardith loves Copics, but she's given you the nod.
Oh, okay. Artist cards are amazing.
Yes, they are. And all those tags and everything she's been doing with Tracy.
Yep.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That girl can she's got a great style. It's a nice clean style, but pulls in all sorts of clever little combinations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love my card, but it's okay. Might grow on me. Might not. Might grow off me. Let's see. Where's a black? Where's a black? This one has a note for you. Oh yeah, it's got that center. I forgot it had a center. That'll make it maybe better. Or snazzified. Which color is that, Ardith, when you blush? Is that P130? I finally caught on to all those letters.
Oh, yeah?
Kind of a code.
There is a code.
But it made such sense. I was quite impressed with the power behind it.
Yep. Pressure's on. Everybody's watching me color now.
I know, it's a little bit unnerving. Just remember what I said before. It's just you and me. We're at the craft table together. Friday night, we're hanging out. Nobody else is watching. Oh, you blush in RV11? Good for you.
Okay.
And we just have some friends that are in the room hanging out with us. That's all.
Okay. All right.
No pressure.
See it bleeding a little bit there.
Brenda's liking the cards. Very pretty colors, Karen. Black is making the colors pop. I think you're right, Debbie. Look at that thing come to life. So when you stroke the, are you just picking up stuff that's spilled, so to speak, onto your pen base? Or did you do that on purpose?
Yes, what I'm trying to do is, so this is the lighter color in my hand, and the other color is the dark. So what I'm trying to do is mix them so that I get a medium color. So I'm just picking up a little bit of the darker color on the tip of my lighter color, and then just trying to get it in the middle section between where the dark and the light would meet.
Instead of going back and forth over it.
Yeah. You can do that,
just doing it
sometimes
mechanically.
Like, I don't necessarily follow the color rules per se.
Okay.
So when I don't, like today, I do this.
Oh, that's a nice tip. I hadn't even, when I get them out, it's just like I feel like I need to take a shower before I start, and it was, I have to prepare mentally.
It's really not that complicated.
But there's such a mystique about it. It's just like, and it's probably just that I've built this up in my mind, but it didn't help that when I went to pick it up, it was like, I was like, the lady came over and goes, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I'd like to buy this kit." And she goes, "Well, I have to go back to the manager's office to get it." I'm going, is it in gold? And she said, "I will walk it up to the front and then you can pick it up at the register." I was expecting a gold case. It was just, so it just added to the mysticism.
Were you in Hobby Lobby?
I was.
How did I know? And I'm Canadian.
They must be notorious for such procedures.
Yes.
I was expecting like an armored vehicle.
Just about.
Jeepers. But I guess, if people steal them from you, it doesn't take long before you get tired of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're not cheap, per marker, but they are worth the investment. You just don't have to buy them all at once, and you don't have to buy them all either.
Correct. Yeah. Good point.
Because I would say that now I'm down to probably using right on the regular about 70 to 80 of them.
That's still a lot.
Yes.
For
however, there's almost 400 of them.
That's remarkable. That's just.
And that's only because I color a lot, right?
Yeah. So. Everybody else knows it was Hobby Lobby too.
Oh, shame.
That's funny.
Oh, wow.
You're not going to steal them there.
Nope.
Rick is remembering when you get to the checkout that you even wanted them. I had plenty of time to change my mind.
I've done that.
Never forget.
Forgotten that I've asked for them because I've shopped for other things, and then I'm like, oh no, I forgot it.
Yeah, it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
So do you do all the swatching and everything?
For my Copic markers, yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
But while I do look at that, more often now I just use my little swatch. As I'm going to color, I just pluck colors and choose that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll say, oh, I want to make a pink. Like today, I wanted to make a pink flower. So I just pulled a couple of colors and scratched it out.
Yeah.
Because until you see it on your project, you don't necessarily know exactly what it's going to look like, right?
Well, that makes sense. Amy is asking, do you have a list anywhere of your 70 or 80 most recommended colors?
No, I don't actually, because I think that Copic colors are personal things. Like you may like, specific colors. Like, for example, I'll show you the colors that I'm using today, but those colors I may rotate through just because of what I'm coloring that particular time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It'd be hard to, like your children, it'd be hard to say you have which one's your favorite.
Yeah.
Depending on what they're doing.
Yeah, like I like to color flowers, so my colors are going to be a lot of yellows, pinks, greens, blues for sky, of course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of flowers, but do you do like the scenes kind of things or anything like that? Or
I've done them, but I don't tend to do them often. Yeah. Because you have to be card worthy. Those take a lot of time.
Well, and you have a full-time job.
Yes, I do.
And how do you balance that? How do you keep your creativity up after you've been working? And not an easy job, I don't believe.
No, I actually like to craft to relax, so
Okay.
it's lots of fun for me. I just start coloring,
Okay.
and however it comes out, it comes out. Yeah, I don't put any stress on myself to get a project done.
That's
just
good.
Happens.
Good ideas. Because sometimes it's just that you just sit down and, especially with a stamp like you pulled out, you can just color. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You don't have to reinvent any wheel.
Exactly.
And I think that's something, especially people that work full time, really need to have a creative, even though you're still creating, you're still being creative with your color choices, and like your stencil that you put with this is remarkable. And so you're still being creative. You're still relaxing.
Yep.
And giving your mind some of that joy spark, as they would say.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, Karen, Artist says you're a big deal at work.
Really? No, I'm not. You guys are so silly.
Now we know you're a big deal.
Potato. I'm a small potato.
I love small potatoes. They're very important. They can be the best part of a meal. Are you kidding? So that's important. Small potatoes are.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you worked at the telephone company a long time?
Yep. Next year will be, so January will be, oh my gosh, 29 years.
Oh my gosh, and I thought that's how old you were. So you've been
Thank you.
You've been working since you were born. That is just remarkable. You must have been a prodigy.
Oh yeah, right. No, I worked here to help pay for my education. So yeah.
Good.
That's how I did.
That's neat.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when did you start making cards?
I really started looking for a creative outlet around 2013, and then I think I probably started making cards just shortly after that. Right? Like I tried my first class, I think, in 2013. I'm trying to remember now. But yeah, and then I got certified, I think it was 2017. I think it was 2017.
So you just took it by the horns and went for it.
Yep. That's me. All or nothing. Jump right in.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you sometimes are on 3 calls at once, they say. Karen, the stencil that you are using, Janet would like to know what it is, please.
Yes, it's the Halftone Stencil from Ultimate. I'll show it again. Just give me a second. Where's the little paper? I just had it. Okay. Can you hear my desk is a mess?
Your mask. You've got a mask.
There we go. This is it.
Okay. Ooh, Halftone Stencil. I think I've seen that. But yeah. So is it a go-to? Do you love it?
I do love it. I've used it on quite a few projects because it's really quick to fill up the space. And then you can. I
guess so, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you like it with the black? Have you done it with lighter colors?
I've never done it with the black, which is, like that's why I like the roulette, because it kind of just
forces your hand
to use colors that you might not have
absolutely
thought about.
absolutely use things that you haven't thought about. The combinations that the wheel comes up with is nuts. And it's so much fun that it forces us a little bit. Thank you, Sandy.
Ooh.
I think.
Yeah, I like that. Is that embossing on the dotted?
Nope, it's a stencil.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. Where'd it go?
It's really nice.
It's this one, and I don't know where it came from. So it's either going to be Simon Says or I think I got it from Simon Says when I won a $25 gift certificate, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Cindy, if you're here tonight, say hi. You say you that's where I won the $25 gift certificate was from Cindy Norberg.
Oh, cool.
So, I know. I didn't even know that I was commenting and that it was an option that I was going to win something.
That's
and then
neat.
I got an email. I was just commenting because I told her that I'm thinking about starting a museum with just her cards because they're like remarkable. And then I thought, well, I don't need a museum. I can just start a Pinterest board and just have her cards. Aren't I smart?
Yes, true.
A lot easier than having a building with, you wouldn't need a very big building though for cards.
No.
It would be
my marker
card
is
museum. Don't you think that?
Hungry.
I think it'd be kind of fun to have a card museum. There's a miniature art show in Kansas every year in a smallish town called Paola, and of course it didn't happen this year, but it's quite fun. All of the pieces are like this small or smaller, and they just have big panels of
Cool.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. Miniature show. That's right. It's a thank you. I'm gonna kiss my brain for that one. It is like a little museum though, isn't it, Ardith? A Pinterest board. Don't cut my finger. I know it's gonna be crooked.
My marker is dying.
Pardon me? Yes, I think that black strip needed to go on there, even though it's a little crooked.
Well, that's cute.
It added a little ending. It was a little hanging up. It's just like floating off into Nowheresville.
Yeah. I gotta think about a sentiment too.
Oh, it's so pretty. That would be a good sentiment. Isn't this pretty? Check yes. If you check yes, you can keep it. If no, send it back because I want it. I think it's pretty. Oh, that's really crooked. Stop it. Just stop it. There, that's going to be better. Use. Living on the edge. Karen, if your marker is getting a little thirsty, take off the cap to increase the flow of what is left.
True.
Ah. That's from the other Copic certified
Yes.
participant here, Ellen.
Love that. Yeah. True.
Now, why is that?
It equalizes the ink. See, you can watch it actually refilling back up in the tip. I don't know how close this shows.
For Pete's sake.
See where it's getting white and now it's filling in.
Oh, okay. You were a little off camera, I think, on some of that.
Sorry.
I know, it happens. But what a good lesson. Thank you.
Thanks to who was it in the chat that brought it up?
Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis.
Thank you, Ellen.
A ribbon. And Julie's here. She's going to be our guest crafter next week. That's fun. Thank you for coming tonight.
Cool.
Oops, where'd that come from? Oh, it came from inside. Okay. Well, that is good stuff. Oh, what is this? What is this? It's giveaway time. Oh my goodness, that just came out of nowhere. Yeah, right now, claim a number 1 through 24. We're changing it just a little bit. Just type it down in the comments, 1 through 24. Everyone who claims the winning number gets a card with a tiny prize. Remember, it's tiny. But it's just claim one number. Don't be putting a bunch of numbers or you're going to get into the number jail. The wheel's going to come get you at night and it's going to haunt your dreams. And that thing's just going to be slapping your face as your head's turning around it. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Claim one number and we'll give a little prize and a card to everyone who has the winning number that has it in the chat. Yay! Look at those numbers coming in. Yes, we don't want any of these terrible nightmares to happen to you. We have 13 more seconds. You know, I raised my children with interesting threats, I think. You had to make them real enough that they didn't know if maybe it might happen, but it was ridiculous enough that they usually ended up laughing. All right, hey, it's time to spin, shall we? Let's see. Good luck to you all. And let's see who gets the winning number. And who gets the turkey carcass? Okay, it's 15. I've got it out in the refrigerator waiting for some lucky winner. Clear down at the bottom, there's Kathy. Well, Kathy Herring, you are going to be the lucky winner. Let's spin. I'm going to spin again. Just leave those numbers and we will spin again. And I will put Kathy's name down. As soon as I find my pencil. There it is. We got 13. Lucky 13. Of course. Sue always has that number. Huang. All right, Heather and Sue. In New York City. I've got Sue's address. Kathy, I don't think I have your address. And Heather, I don't have your address. So if you guys can DM me that, we will get something in the mail. And I have to go to the post office before I send it. So it may be next week sometime. But anyway, fun times. Thank you. Back to crafting. How are those flowers coming along?
Almost done.
Man, that's pretty.
Thank you.
Man, oh man. And we still
don't. I'm taking forever.
We still don't know what fancy fold she's going to do we?
Don't get too excited for my fancy fold.
Well, mine is a Z fold. It's pretty basic.
Mine is going to be pretty basic too, because fancy folds scare me.
Do they haunt your dreams at night?
Sorry?
Do they haunt your dreams at night?
Yes, I think so.
You get folded up inside of a fancy fold in the middle of a night. It's horrifying. Yes. Horrifying.
Yes.
It could happen. It could really happen. I don't know. I sleep so hard that I rarely know when I'm dreaming. It's one of my superpowers.
Yeah. Don't you have those weird dreams where you dream and then you're like, I know I'm dreaming?
It just has to be a dream.
Yes.
I seriously don't remember the last time I had a dream that I remember. That's okay. They're usually so kind of odd. They're so odd how things move together. But do you ever have a card that I knew a girl, I don't think she's here, but I knew a girl and she said that if she had a card she wasn't quite sure about if it was going to look good or not, she would put it on her bedside table at night and in the morning she would have an answer.
Really?
Yes.
I've never done that.
I don't know if she had to turn circles 3 times clockwise or anything, but maybe. But it was it worked for her, which was kind of a
very interesting.
Yeah. This one has a fold. Ooh, you know what? I just pulled out a piece of white paper that has a fold in it. I wonder if I could put a flower and then have it half and half, and then you open it up. Let me think. So if it were going, this is something I've never thought of. So it would have to come up some way like this, or if it was at the top, no, that wouldn't work. It's gonna have to come from the bottom so you don't know it's there. Oh, that's too hard. Oh, Amy says she fancy folds herself in two.
I'm telling you,
done with it.
Be super basic.
I tried it. I'm not good. I'm not happy with it. I'm going basic. Amy says she folded herself into a cocoon of blankets. That's a good idea.
Okay.
And Sandy is being amazed you don't have any ink on your fingers.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do. She's decorated. A decorated card hero.
If there is no ink on my fingers, I haven't been doing it right.
I get that. Yeah. Yep. It just reminds me of a happier time. Pink, huh? Pink, pink, pink. I'm gonna cheat, go fast. I've got this. Oh, there it is. I've got this. So the other is Emmy Maid. Emmy Maid is a Facebook person, I think. I think that's where she is. But she does kind of odd cooking things. Oh, Karen is a big baker, I found out today. And that's another creative outlet for her. But Emmy Maid makes all sorts of odd things. And one thing that she made was a sunflower, and she grilled it. And she ate it like corn on the cob. She just picked it up. Yeah, for real. It wasn't terrible. The shells weren't terribly formed. I still think it would be a little odd. Emmy Made in Japan. It was the name of it. But she makes very odd things. She made a cigarette thing, but it was made out of cocoa, and she made these little cigarette butts out of all sorts of stuff, and it looked like a real cigarette ashtray. It was awful. It was just gross to watch her eat. Brenda, yes, Karen did do a great big a great big mask. Yes, she did. And what did you use for your masking, ma'am?
I used the Gina K Masking Magic.
And do you love that?
I do. It's pretty easy. And what I like about it, too, is that in the middle of the back is split, so you're not trying to pick the corner.
Oh,
right?
That is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, that was right in the middle of the paper. Where's the...
So do you want to, by the way, do you want, here's an idea that I have for Copic. I'll tell you offline. It would make them so much money. I will tell, maybe you can get a word in, and I just want a small cut. But it's a brilliant idea. And I'll tell you later.
Okay. All right.
It is, I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's a frustration with her product. And all markers that I have, and it's just something that needs to change in the whole industry. Nothing small, nothing too big or anything, but it just needs one thing that would make everybody go, "Oh my gosh!" Vicki Logan watches Emmy all the time. Isn't she interesting? I keep thinking I'm going to learn how to say whatever she says in Japanese, but I don't. She says it really fast. But she's very cute and darling, and she gets so excited when something works. She made something the other day. It was cake. It was the grossest thing, but it was cool at the same time. It was cake, and then she sculpted it into making it look like mountains. And she'll take like retro recipes and make them. And this was like a 1950s or 60s recipe. And then she put acetate, so she's kind of a crafter at the same time. She put acetate all the way around it, and then poured all this clear Jello that had like 16 packets of gelatin. And so it looked like those were islands in the sea. And it was crazy. Emmy made. You gotta watch Emmy. Ardith wants to hear. I can't tell you. I need somebody to help me. I need an agent. If anybody's watching me that's an agent that can get me an audience with them. It was the grossest thing. Yes, it was. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. It was the grossest. And she tasted it. That's the thing about Emmy. It's like she tastes everything she makes, and it's just awful. I just don't even know how her mouth can handle that much. I would be spitting stuff out right and left, but she doesn't. I did see her spit one thing out. It was awful. Awful. But anyway. Oh, goodness. I did go off on a tangent. Pardon me? Yep. Yes. And do you use, when you're making cookies, do you change the recipes? Do you make your own recipes? Is that part of the creating process, or?
Yes, I do. I tend to follow a recipe the first time to a T, and after that, all bets are off.
Where do you like to tweak? It's kind of like you could do a craft roulette for cookies.
Oh, that would be
like have to use. We used to do this thing. The kids used to make a thing called a mix-up, and I would give them an egg, and they had to have a little oil and some flour, and then they could decide how much sugar and what else to put in it, but they had to eat it.
Oh.
And so sometimes it would be like a cake, and sometimes it would turn out like a bread, and they'd put in chocolate chips and different things like that. It was fun. So you
That's
kind of,
interesting.
yeah, it was kind of a mix, but we called it a mix-up. I think I'd heard it somewhere. I don't know where. But that's kind of a thing that you kind of do then. You make your own.
Yeah. It just makes it so much fun and easier. I'm trying to see it so you can see the colors all at once.
Oh, there you go. Whoops.
It's not standing up.
Oh, I see.
Because it's not full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
Do I have a little cup somewhere? So you can see the colors. Oh, well, if someone wants to see the colors like more, I'll post them. I'll make a blog post and post them.
Yeah. And you can send them to me, and I can put them in the blog also on Monday, or a link to your blog.
Perfect.
Or a link to your blog. That would be fine too.
Perfect.
Because you do have a pretty good blog. You're pretty active on your blog, right? And Instagram.
Yes. Instagram is where you'll find me first.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it called? So that it will be on Monday's blog, and it's probably on my blog somewhere now, but on craftroulette.live. But it's a cute name. CSI.
Sorry? Oh, card stamps name?
Yeah. So which came first, the initials or the name?
The CSI.
Yep, I wondered. Yeah, it was a play. It's a good play. Do you watch that show?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
And did that give you
the old ones too?
That's where you got the idea?
No, I was trying to rename because I had a different name on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And then but people used to missay it all the time. So I was misspeak it. So it was like, oh my goodness, I need to change this thing. And so
yeah,
I did a search.
Very clever.
Started checking them out. Okay, so let's hope that this is the right width.
I think it's a good name.
Thank you.
It's very clever.
Okay, so now I need to do mental math here.
Okay, she's got shh. There's only one big mouth in this group right now.
Nice.
I'll be quiet. I'll hum quietly.
Let's hope this is right.
Brain thinking.
Let's hope this works. Otherwise, I've just wrecked a piece of paper.
Can you do a prototype?
Too late. It's going for the gusto.
She's going for gold.
I think I made a mistake.
Aww.
But we're going to find out right now. Yeah, I made a mistake, but here we go. We're going to do this again.
May not be as bad as you think. Might be worse, though.
Let's see. So I need this to be... Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna... There we go.
Let's see if this works. So start with cutting the paper.
Ooh,
Are you on your second card?
I'm just dilly-dallying. I made a very simple card.
It's pretty.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so...
This is why you tape these things down.
Yes.
I'm like ice skating on this thing. It's fine. Sure. Yeah, it's Friday night. Let's go ice skating on your paper.
Okay, so...
I can drive on ice. There's my fancy fold. It was just a piece of paper that was already folded. Does that count? That's pathetic. That doesn't work at all, Miss Mary. You goofball.
Nice. Minus. This is 4.254.
Oh, just say Mary Gunn with TM afterwards. Oh. Well, that's
What's that?
Oh, my big idea for markers.
Aha. Woohoo.
Are you a copyright lawyer? Oh my gosh. Really is a good idea. It's right up there with noodles. You know those noodles in the swimming pool? Game changer. Maybe not that much. Yes, this is a cute little trimmer. It's a little Fiskars, and I took off the little guard. There's a little guard there, and I take it off and on periodically, but right now it's off. Just handy. It's light. Okay, fold it along the edge, and then it can be the front of your card and have the flower on the inside as well. Well, huh? Hold it along the edge. I'm not good in school, artist. And then it can be the front of your card. I was trying to figure it. So the card has a full back, like on football, but a triangle front. Well, I was kind of trying to do that, and I was thinking, but wouldn't that... I don't know. Fold along the fold. Okay, I'm folding along the fold. Like that? There's so many opportunities. This is why we don't do fun folds. This is why I fold the top back. Which one's the top? And then put it sideways.
What's so funny?
Ardith is trying to give me instructions about folding, and I have no brain.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm going to claim it's turkey coma stuff. It is not computing. It is going through a L-tryptophan fog.
Okie dokie.
But you are so cute. I know. Oh, cut it along diagonally and put it on the carpet. Well, that's kind of what I thought, but then it would be... You wouldn't have anything on... You'd only have half a flower on the inside. Or so it's on the outside. Can you imagine being my algebra teacher? My uncle.
This is the extent of my fancy fold.
Oh, let's go to her. Let's cut away for Karen's fancy fold. You know, that's just gonna be fine. You have such a strong, pretty picture. You don't want to take away from that by some fancy ergonomics.
Trust me, the brain math was making me struggle for a moment.
Now, I've got half the peanut gallery giving me instructions on how to do this, and I know they're just going, they're pulling out their darling hair. Half on the outside, half on the inside. Well, okay, X equals Y. I think so too. Well, that's okay. Okay, let's try that. Oh, I'm game. I'm game. Oh my goodness. How about some black? Would that help? Oh my goodness. Oh, geometry. No way. I looked at one chapter and went, no, I'm done. That's enough. So just an A2 size card? Like that? And then this goes on here? No, I'm better with words, but X equals Y is it is kind of an algebra joke. I personally think, Ardith, that all of my algebra was a joke. From the beginning to the end. Okay, so you're saying that this is going to be the front, correct? And then this is going to be the inside, correct? And then we're going to cut along here. Calculus. Oh, stop talking dirty. That word, I'm a card maker, not a mathematician. Calculus. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Or can a pop-up card be a fun tool? Wow, that's a good question, Heather. Your flower could be a pop-up inside. There's a lot of thinking. You know what else? This would be okay. Turn it 90 degrees. I do know what that is, I think. So, at this point, was it 90 degrees that way or the other? If you do a top fold and then cut it diagonally, that might help. Maybe it should go this
Oh,
way.
that's cute.
And it would go this way. Or it could, no, it wouldn't go that way. Why do I want it? You know, that inside, how about if I did like a 4 1/4 size card and then just had that pick up right there, and then that you see the little message inside. And I could just put it on I I could put it on some black, and then it wouldn't have to even be a square. And then I could put an inside insert, and I wouldn't have to worry. And I could sleep tonight without getting folded up inside a card, without a nightmare. Full circle. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. By golly, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna win this card. It may not be what Artist is trying so patiently to tell me, but oh my goodness. Oh. You know, I don't, I've never had an MRI of my brain, but I guess I've always had a feeling there was one side that was just like, there's only this much of another side, that one side that has the algebra. It's like, ma'am, you're missing most of it. Oh no, stress, I love stress, bring it on. How about some pink too? Let's make pink too. Oh, you're not adding stress. You're adding fun. You're being nice. You're just trying to help the world be cuter, and there's nothing wrong with that ever. Okay, so if we map that on there, and then we map that on there. Ooh, that's the wrong peak. We better not do that. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know. How are you doing, Karen? You're concentrating, I can hear it.
I'm finally gluing my card together.
There you go.
Let's see.
There you go, getting all sorts of victories. That's good.
I only made one card.
You made a stinking beautiful card. I made two. One simple card and one card that almost made my friendship with Artist go away. which was just almost enough to make her walk away and never come back. Oh no.
That's funny.
Put her on Do Not Disturb.
No. Now I need a sentiment. Dearest friend, hello. Awesome you. Wishing you a happy day.
That's lovely.
Sending you sunshine and warm hugs.
Oh.
Awesome you. Can a pop-up card be a fun?
I don't know. I don't know. I suppose it could be. It's definitely it's fun when you unfold it. Maybe it's a fun unfold card.
Maybe. I need some glitter.
You said that with like you. Woman walks into a hobby store and says, "I need some glitter." Don't stand in my way, mister. I need some glitter.
It is loud, but it's not crazy loud. You probably heard it. As loud as you hear it is, yeah. It's not really that ridiculous.
Oh. Yeah. It is the sound of creating.
Yes. And it is the sound of not having to crank anymore.
Yes. And that can be kind of noisy too when you're all the groans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to knock out a bunch of things, right?
Yes. Yes. All the sweating and grunting and groaning of a cranker.
Mm-hmm. Have to add my.
This is a fun fold. Oh my goodness. Is it? Oh, Stephen thinks this is what you were explaining. Is this right, Artist? Am I inadvertently doing it? You actually got through when I didn't. Okay. Glue burgers.
Okay. See the glitter?
Okay. Ta-da!
Yeah,
That
see
is such a fun fold. Fun fold? Close. Close
Yes.
enough?
Oh, that's cute.
Close enough. We're going. Close enough is
I'm
good enough.
I'm very basic.
That's gorgeous.
Let's see if we can find. I need a piece of black cardstock.
You are making a masterpiece.
No.
Yep. I would think if I made that, I would think that was a masterpiece.
You can make this.
I would say that is a magnum opus. Just like Charlotte and Charlotte's Web.
Oh yeah. Okay, 1/2 inch should be okay, I think. That's 1 inch. That's 1/2 inch. Let's hope see if that works.
Maybe just a.
Hello. Hello. Will that work? Yes, I think that might work. Oh, I probably should have done this before I cut the paper, but too late.
Yeah. Yep. It's super gorgeous. I think so too, guys.
Thank
Those
you.
Copic classes are paying off.
Yes.
Yes.
That and practice, right? Because you learn the techniques and then you practice, right?
And practice some more.
Yep. Let's move this out of the way. So let's see what I'm doing.
And still, mistakes can be made.
Oh, 100%.
Mm-hmm. She's starting to sing.
No, it's my sound effects.
Even better. Sorry, it really worked for R2-D2.
I have lots of sound effects.
That will look okay. I think I'll just stamp it. If I mess it up, it's okay. Yeah, the pink and the black is pretty fun together. I haven't done pink and black. You know, you do pink and black a lot in February and January. So we're just ahead of the game with Valentine's.
Yep, that's
but
true.
I don't think of it in November. It's just like foreign concept.
Very true.
Oh, they were your
and I'm gonna make
them fun.
I'm gonna make a little bit of noise with my heat gun.
The sound of cuteness. Oh, those are okay. Oh, looky there. We've got some little things. I'll just stick some little things on there.
Oh, I just stuck my finger in the cold heat in the middle of it.
When it wasn't
Wonderful.
quite dry.
No, I just stuck my finger.
Oh, pretty.
Hello. Hello. Goodbye. Hello.
Dog fur.
Hello. I think I like it there. Show us the melting. No, it's too close to the camera. It'll make too much noise. But I got it all over my nails. I don't need this long piece of whatever. I can just do that. Just hello.
Yeah, I hate to see that pretty all covered up. It's so gorgeous.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking. So, where's my little snip? See where I'm going to cover it. Hello.
Okay. While you're finishing up there, we're going to look at our schedule and see who's coming up. You just keep helloing over there. Next week, it's okay. We know you're there that way. We'll know that you haven't run off, and that makes me very, very happy. Julie is here next week, and she is in the Peanut Gallery. Every show I'm always like, I hope we don't scare everybody off. Then the next week we have Christine. She's just a cute little thing. I tell you, I've watched a couple of her videos. She's just an excited little darling. Julie has a beautiful style. If you like this tonight, you're going to like Julie's beautiful cards. Miss Carrie is supposed to come back. We're excited about that because she's been not feeling so good in December, and we're real glad about that. Friday, we are going to have, on Christmas, we are going to be here. But it's not going to be Craft Roulette as usual. We do have a special guest planned. So more as that comes along. Just be aware of that. January 1st is also a Friday, so we will be having Craft Roulette. We have some special plans there. It's going to be so much fun. If we can get all of our T's crossed and our I's dotted, it's going to be an explosively fun card show. And then we start the new year, and January is looking like it has some really fun people, including Ardith's friend, who she's been doing the 25 days of Christmas tags, Tracy McNeely. So the fun is not going to end. It's just going to get more and more. So make it a date. Set your calendar. Make sure you subscribe to Craft Roulette, not Fun Roulette. Craft Roulette .live is the blog, and Craft Roulette YouTube. So, and then there's also a group on the Facebook. You just have to answer some questions. You'll automatically be in the group. So join that. And I think it looks like we've got a beautiful card sitting right there. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. Maria, we've got a couple. There's one. I have to update my calendar. So anyway, don't worry, we'll be here. That is just stinking gorgeous, girl.
Thank you. I love yours. Show me the fold again.
Oh, this one? This is almost what artists wanted. But this is, yep, and then this is all just one piece. So I just happened to pull out this paper, and it had a crease in it, and I thought, well, let's go with that.
Super cool.
So that will be a fun fold, and then this one is a little Z fold. Ta-da, ta-da.
Very cool.
And these were just in my papers because I just pick up things and use them. So kind of random sometimes, but oh, look at that. Okay. So what are your dimensions on that then?
This is 11, and it's 5 tall.
Okay.
5.5.
5.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And then I don't know exactly where I did the scoring.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to do mental math.
You were working really hard. I could feel the steam coming out of your ears. It was you were working way hard. Bless your heart. Thank you so much for making so much effort. That's very cool. It goes pretty fast, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Okay. I'm getting word that we are going to show you how to be a part of this in the challenge, and while you flip your camera, my dear, and we're going to take you off. So look at that card one more time. That's pretty. We're going to have it on the blog next Monday, so you'll be able to see it better, and you will have it on your blog, I believe.
Yes.
And probably Instagram or whatever, so you'll be able to see it even better. So yes, you can play along. You've got 48 hours to make a card using those parameters: a fancy fold, which doesn't have to be too fancy, pinks and blacks, a large flower, and a stencil. You've got that stuff. You can do this. This is fun. The first submission's always the most nerve-wracking, but you saw that we're all pretty friendly here. So just send it in. You're going to inspire somebody with your idea, because nobody has thought of it except you. And we need to see what you've got in your noggin. So short of opening up your, brains, you can't see ideas in brains. Isn't that just fascinating? It just looks like cauliflower. But what goes on in there is absolutely magnificent. And you've got lots of that stuff in there happening, and we want to see what you come up with. So join us with those parameters. Go to craftroulette.live, and there's a submission button, and just put it right in there, okay? All right. Are you ready? I think she's ready. She's got the biggest, most charming smile. There she is. You did it. Kiss your brain. Oh, I never kissed. I always kiss my forehead. You've got more style in your pinky than I have in my whole 5.2 inches. So anyway, it's been a blast to hang out with you and see your expertise on your coloring, the tips you've given us. It's all been a great evening. I thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks for having me. It was a fun time.
It's
and great audience cheering us on.
Aren't
that was
nice?
So much fun.
Yep, you feel like you're just in a safe little haven right here, right?
Absolutely.
And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So Sandy says her brain is cauliflower by Friday. I'm feeling it, girl. I've got turkey giblets in mine. So anyway, don't leave. We're gonna get a picture like that,
okay.
and so that we can put that on YouTube. Tomorrow we'll be on YouTube at noon. There is a chat room there. It's almost like being live, but not quite. And it is closed captioned. So if somebody needs closed caption, that's a good time to send them over there. What do you think about creativity and the human soul, Karen?
Pardon me?
What do you think? Nothing heavy here. What do you think about creativity and the human soul? We saw it all night tonight, didn't we?
Absolutely. And it was great to have friends, old and new, crafty friends, join in and interact with us. That was fun.
Yeah, it is. And they've all got their own little creative slant, just like you found yours, and yours isn't done. Just because you've done something now doesn't mean that you won't develop a new way to do something later. And creativity isn't finite. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. So don't give up on yourself. You know, always try something. Just try something. We give you a couple, at least try, if you want to, try those 4 parameters and see what you come up with. And then,
for sure, and I'm excited to see what others come up with.
I know,
with the same parameters. That's going to be fun for me to see.
It will, and we'll all just be kissing our brains.
Yep.
I may never do it the same way again. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us this night, and we really do appreciate you being a part of our life. It's a very special gift that you give us to spend time with us. So join us next Friday. Blog will be up Monday. Maybe tomorrow we'll see you. I'm everywhere all the time, it seems like. Everybody, assume the position, kiss your brain, and have a great night. Thank y'all. Bye-bye. Hi, thank you for tuning in to Craft Roulette. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about my other project, Fun University. Fun U is my online papercraft art school geared toward those who like to create. I'm live for 15 plus hours a month in our digital classroom. All lessons are recorded and archived in our library. Each lesson is paired with extensive documentation, extra examples, digital guides built on our own unique guide system, student galleries, and more. We have a unique think outside the kit approach to card making, scrapbooking, and miscellaneous papercraft art. We are perfect for the crafter who embraces the creative process and wants to thrive in the medium of their self-expression. Check us out at fununiversity.com. The first month of classes is always free.